Time for a much-needed and much-welcome diversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, week 1. And that one into the end zone for an opening touchback. Get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
With Melvin Gordon moving on to Denver, Austin Eckler is officially the Chargers' #1 option at the running back position. Gordon spent a lot of time holding out last year, and Eckler took full advantage with a breakout season. 92 receptions, 993 yards, and 8 touchdowns. He was in the top 10 in the league in receptions, receiving touchdowns, and all-purpose yards.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Down by Von Bell.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Up 2nd and 5 at the 47-yard line.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Carl Lawson in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
It's 2nd down.
Still 15 yards to go, 2nd down. From the 50, here's Herbert. And this one's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. But now it'll be 3rd down.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Herbert. And this one completes a read. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Joe Reed, the intended receiver, but it'll be second and goal.
Second and goal from the...
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
And this is complete. It's Allen. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's third and goal. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Justin Herbert with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Michael Badgley on for the extra point. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead.
Good. Makes the score Chargers 7, Bengals nothing. Michael Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. To return it, Darius Phillips. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bengals with a first and 10 at their own 23. A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Now Joe Mixon. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Tackle made by Joey Bosa.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On second down, here's Burrow. That's complete. Bernard. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up third down. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Punting now is Huber as he sends it away. This is taken around the 12. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going.
They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
He was brought down by
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. Well, how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
Now here's Ross. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Second and 8 coming up. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
The tackle made by Joey Bosa. That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. He's got his man here. It's Green. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
10 at the 42-yard line.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score, Chargers 7, Bengals nothing.
Mixon with a first down carry. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Back to Mixon on first down. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the Chargers' 21-yard line.
On second down, Burrow. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 11 yards on the pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal.
9-yard line.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the Chargers' 13-yard line.
Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now.
And goal.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Mixon. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal.
No gain on the play.
So on 4th down, Burrow will give way to Randy Bullock for the Bengals field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Bullock will put this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, Carter, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
King on the return. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. They'll find Williams on the slant. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
First down.
When I watched Mike Williams play receiver at Clemson, one of the things I was drawn to is toughness. This is a guy who took some big-time hits out in the field as the #1 receiver, and kept finding ways to make plays, and finally it's paid off for him because in 2019, had his first 1,000-yard season in the NFL and averaged over 20 yards per catch.
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
Herbert operating from the red zone. He gets it to Thomas. Not much there, only a yard.
Complete to Jordan.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. A shotgun snap for Herbert. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. K.J. Hill. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
The score, Chargers 14, Bengals 3. Mike Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25.
5-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Kenneth Murray on the coverage.
Now Burrow. He's got Green. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
20. There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, 48 yards. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
A 2nd and 11 from the 19. Handoff, it's Eckler. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And that will be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Ross on the return. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the...
Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, L.A.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game.
Michael Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. On the return, Phillips. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. 1st down. Here's Burrow. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And it's intercepted. Rayshon Jenkins picks it off. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. On the return, Phillips. And he returns this to the 22.
Darius Phillips on the return. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to say they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
At the 24-yard line.
Burrow looking to pass. Finding Green complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun to give to Mixon. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
8 yards to go on 2nd down. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
56 for Mike. 56.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
That's good.
It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. And he's going to be met at about the 43.
Joe Mixon on
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 31-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
On 1st down, Mixon, and he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Ball carrier.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. Green brings it in. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 13-yard line. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down.
1st and 10.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage.
The line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
Burrow on his toes that time as they get the first down.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down and inside the 5-yard line.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Mixon trying to punch it in. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown. The mistakes continuing to pile up, and it looked like they were going to be able to eat into that deficit. Instead, now the deficit is even larger.
Yeah, they were on a march with a chance to get back within a score, but now that deficit continues to grow.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Michael Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. On the return, Phillips. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Burrow will throw. And a little floater there is incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
6 yards there. First down, Cincinnati.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. This is Mixon. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
The tackle made.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now it's Burrow. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Chris Harris on the
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 38-yard line. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the Chargers' 40-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And able to find Green. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
A good red zone run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
At the goal line.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he takes it into the end zone, touchdown Bengals. Giovanni Bernard taking it in. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed.
50 seconds, come on. 50 seconds, come on. Good trap. 36. 19.
They started on the ground with Eckler. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Three yards remain for 2nd down. It's Eckler again. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. He's got his tight end complete. It's Green. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
running on first down, Eckler. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
2nd down and 8. Once more, here's Eckler. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. A gain of 8. First down, L.A.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. So that'll back them up 5. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. This one to Eckler. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game.
Tackled back at the 46-yard line.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Fighting room inside the 40. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
It's a gain of 35. And the Chargers.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Staying on his feet, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. 2nd and 15. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
A gain of 3 yards. It's now 4th down.
Now Charger kicker Mike Badgley on 4th down, coming out to try the field goal.
On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. Badgley's kick is good. And that will get the lead up to 14. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive,
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa, the Pro Bowler, in there to get him to the ground.
17-yard line.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Man open, that's Robert Foster complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 19. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
By the Chargers. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at their own 46. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. As a fan of the NFL, for an opener, you can't ask for much more than this overtime in Week 1.
I know it's hard to believe that some people may not have been watching our game, but I'll bet through social media they found out this one was snug.